Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having a Virgo Sun and a Cancer Ascendant in a natal chart. Now, having this combination, these two signs are compatible by sign. They are sextile as far as the sign goes. And yes, they're both introverted signs. They're both signs I see as being helpful. You have Virgo as being a helpful person and likes to give service to others. And Cancer rising can be very nurturing and sympathetic. And it comes out through helping others. Sometimes they show this quality. And it could be very true. In this case, you might see that Virgo Sun energy beaming through the Cancer Ascendant, that wanting to be service to others, to do work, to be industrious. And those things may come out in a Cancer rising like way, done with a lot of compassion, a lot of emotional energy, and a very strong nurturing and sympathetic quality connected with this. I knew somebody that had this combination, that had a Virgo Sun and Cancer Ascendant many years ago, and he was a salesman or sales rep that would come into this health food store, and I don't remember what he was selling exactly, but obviously it was something health related, and he did so. I think like he kind of bonded well with the people there, almost like a family to them. And Cancer rising can have that kind of that family outlook, and having and maybe forming friendships that could almost be like a family to them because of the nature of the sign, of course. Now, when you look at this could be a Cancer rising can be somewhat emotional and sensitive, and really disdains ridicule and criticism, which is odd because Virgo Sun can actually, in their worst, the way the Virgo Sun manifests can be somewhat critical and judgmental. But what happens is, if this person might have some derogatory remarks hurled at them, they could respond with Cancer sensitivity, and then go inside into that Virgo Sun, so to speak, and maybe analyze what was said, and maybe hurl some not so nice things sometimes back at the other person there, which might come out somewhat caustic, but comes out maybe in that Cancer emotional manner at times. Now, when you look at this, the sun sign represents our basic wants, and the ascendant or rising sign can represent that manner or method in which one attains these wants. Now, with a Virgo Sun, the wants can be connected with industry, with working hard, health-related things, things that are connected with service, organization, being helpful, perfection, and having good organization ability, and things that are generally about work and labor. Now, and having a Cancer Ascendant, these things may be done with a lot of nurturing qualities, and a lot of clinging qualities, and there might be a lot of emotional energy put into this. This could be the person that's very punctilious with details in their home, and in this Virgo ability to be astute as far as details go may come out in some kind of home repair field, maybe through like a Cancer type profession, like home renovation, home repair, remodeling, home decorating, maybe in some business that stems out of the home, perhaps through real estate, or some kind of profession like a healing type profession as well, or something connected with water, for example, maybe like something with fishing or oceanography, and they might bring that hardworking, industrious nature into that. Now, what's important to look at are the aspect that is made from the Virgo Sun to the Cancer Ascendant. Now, in many cases, the person will have a sextile aspect. These signs are sextile by sign, and they are compatible, but it would show greater integration, and really it'd be even more auspicious if you have the sextile aspect between the two. Let's say, for example, the Virgo Sun is at 10 degrees and the Cancer Ascendant is 12 degrees. That would form a sextile aspect, which would be auspicious, and you would have a positive integration of these energies. and the Sun in Virgo and Cancer Ascendant could work really exceptionally well together. Now, you could also have a minor aspect, which would be, for one example is a semi-sextile. Now, let's say the Virgo Sun is at 1 degree and you have the Cancer Ascendant at 29 degrees. That would form a semi-sextile aspect, and this is slightly positive or auspicious. It's not as powerful as the sextile aspect, but it would still be positive, and you could have still a good blending of these energies. Now, you could also have an out-of-sign square aspect take place between these signs. Now, let's say you have a Virgo Sun at 29 degrees and a Cancer Ascendant at 1 degree. That would form an out-of-sign square aspect, which could be adversarial and adverse. It's not. You might have, there might be some tension or exasperation that might occur with this aspect due to the fact that even if the person is not cognizant of their astrological placements, they might feel perhaps have some feelings of being misunderstood or misconstrued by others, and for that reason you might get that inner tension inside. Now, you could also have a minor negative aspect, which would be the semi-square. And let's say the Virgo Sun is at 0 degrees and the Cancer Ascendant is at 15 degrees. That would form a semi-square aspect, which is not as intense as the square aspect because it's a minor aspect, but still could have similar or lighter or modified influence, which could be negative as far as not maybe being able to blend in the energies or integrating them as much as he or she would like to. Would generally be able to do if it was in, say, in a sextile or semi-sextile aspect. Now, also look at the placement of the Sun in Virgo as far as the house placement, because even though the Cancer rising energy may dominate strongly, the Virgo Sun characteristics may still come out prominently to some degree in the house that it resides in. Now, let's say that the Sun in Virgo is posited in the second house. Well, this could show this ability to be punctilious with details, being that detail-oriented, hard work, the laborious side. This person, that Virgo Sun energy, may come out in matters pertaining to generating income and their resources and acquiring, accumulating possessions, and as far as their values go. Now, let's say that the Sun in Virgo is posited in the third house. You might get somebody that brings a lot of this strong analytical ability into their communication, attention for detail, matters connected with their short journeys, and their brothers and sisters, or I should say siblings, if applicable, if they do have them, of course. Now, let's say that the Sun in Virgo is posited in the fourth house. Well, the fourth house is an angular house, and the Sun in Virgo energy may come out a little stronger in this house as opposed to the second or third. And this could be somebody that shows that inclination, that affinity for details in matters pertaining to the home and family, and perhaps strongly with the mother as well. And really, that is it for this segment of the YouTube astrological segment of the Sun in Virgo and Cancer Ascendant combination. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having a Virgo Sun and a Leo Ascendant in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.